Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 27 of the Leetcode Day Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about today's problem. Decoded string at index 880. Before I get started, I'm going to give a heads up because I feel like the last couple of times I did this, and I'll say it over the next couple of days, but the last couple of times I did this, apparently people were surprised and I kind of missed out on a couple of people in Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan. So I don't know. So just a little heads up. I'm probably going to be swing by Taiwan for a little bit and parts of Japan. So if you're in the next 2-3 months or something like this, so if you haven't already, come to the Discord and let me know if you're from those areas or maybe different parts of Asia, and we'll see if we'll grab some food or something like this. I don't know. Just don't kill me, please. Anyway, today's problem is 880 decoded string at index. You're given an encoded string S to decode the string to a tape. The encoded string is read one character at a time, and the following steps are taken. If the character read is a letter, that letter is read to the tape. If the character read is a digit D, the entire current tape is repeated when D minus 1 more times in total. Given an integer K, return to... Okay, so this could be very big. Are there okay, so it's only one digit. Or what I mean by that is that haha is actually... This is times 2 twice versus times 22. So, some variation of the problem is kind of, okay, let's see. I mean, this is kind of an interesting problem, but I mean, I think it's just about doing the math, if I have to guess. But, yeah. What is the clean way to do it? I'm thinking, right? But I think just doing it one character at a time should be okay. Wait, the entire tape. Okay, I actually was curious if that was like the last delimited or something like that. So code would be just code times 3, but then this is actually Leetcode times 3 or something. Okay, so that should be actually easier. Yeah, I mean, we might. I mean, I think this is what I would call a bookkeeping problem, and bookkeeping is just making sure that you keep track of the book, if you will, but keep track of certain things in a very consistent way every step of the way. And there's like a little bit of math, but there really isn't that much math from what I can understand, other than like multiplication or something. So it should be okay, and like maybe mod, but it should be okay. So okay, so let's get started and then kind of see, right? So, how do I want to write it? Right. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. I mean, it's just very easy to be annoying. All right. So let's just say maybe grabbing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I see. Do I though? I mean, I guess the other way is just doing recursively, or like doing not necessarily recursively, but taking advantage of that to stack or the length of the characters or the string is only up to 100. Should be okay, I suppose. Yeah. I think I'm just trying to be very careful about thinking through the edge cases. I think with these kind of problems is just very easy conceptually to have a lot of edge cases, but like, but of course your edge cases depend on how you implement the problem, and it's very easy to kind of like get a little bit lazy, as I would say, with the thinking, and then like add in an if statement, but then this if statement doesn't actually include all the things and just like a subset of what you think might handle, right? So I think that's kind of the tricky part. So how do we think about this? Maybe I'm just like being a little bit slow today. But I think okay. Okay, yeah. I forgot again. I get confused on this particular one because the number actually wants the entire string and not just the thing. So that's why I don't know why I have trouble understanding that or like remembering it. Because then now it should be okay. So then now let's say we have a stack, right? And then now for C and S, if C is digit, then we do some stuff. Let's pass for now. If it's a character, then we just append the character. But then now, okay, fine. Right. And then maybe like, and then now what happens when we see a digit? So now, and I think this is because it's a thing, then we can return something like C. I think this only goes in this case anyway, because this case has to handle it a little bit differently. We'll see. Okay, and then now, if it is a digit, then okay, so what happens, right? So then now we take the length, conceptually the length, not the actual length. I'm kind of thinking about this pretty poorly, to be frank. So let's say we have 2, and then we up to current is 4, right? So okay, maybe we just have a current. I don't know about this thing yet, to be honest. But yeah, let's just say maybe scene is equal to 0, and this is like, increment by 1, right? If this is digit, then scene, we times it by C maybe, right? And then now, well, it can only go up to 9 times, so maybe we can be a little bit careful about it, but I think this should be okay in any case. What happens if it's 1? Oh, it's D minus 1 more, so okay. So actually, technically, I guess this is fine. But can digit be 1? Only 2 to 9, okay. Because that's fine. It's just very weird in that case, right? But now what we want to see is, okay, if, or maybe the current loop, the current step is equal to int of C minus 1 times scene, something like this. So this is the thing, right? So if the current step is greater than K, then this is, then we have to do some math. Otherwise, then K we subtract current step, but we have to do something so that we keep track of it, right? Man, I'm just wondering whether I'm thinking about this really. Like I'm thinking it's probably like a stack thing, but I am not thinking very well about it. So basically, you have you have like, because you can think about them as parentheses, right? Like every time you see a number, it's just prevent on the previous thing, right? So and this is actually before this happens, of course. But then when you need to, because at some point, this is what this step is for, right? We do need to go back to kind of figure out where it is, right? So that means that we want to see like the cave thing here. So okay, maybe let me think about this a little bit. I think I rushed it a little bit, and I'm not gonna lie, I underestimated maybe I underestimated because this is a medium, or maybe I'm just having a rough day. It happens. Okay, all right. I think I'm just trying too hard to do everything in one loop, to be honest, as well. So maybe we can just see length is equal to something like length is equal to 0 for C and S. If C is digit, then length right? Else length increment by 1, right? So then now we're trying to get this answer, and then now we try to get decay, maybe. And then the k of here, and that's just going to be like so we want to stack, right? So okay, so increment by 1 means that I know that I want to stack, right? So then now let's say you want the kth number of here, and I think I want something like this is so hard to find the right data structure for. Okay. So basically, I want to do something like lead 2 and then 3. Oops, 3, and then we. So okay. So let's say we want the 10th character here, right? What do we want? So this 3. What does this mean? Going backwards on the stack. So 3 means that. Well, this 3 doesn't mean anything. So now let's expand it out. So lead 2, Leetcode, and then this times 3, right? Then now this can be written as this times 3. And then what this is saying is that we have a k that's 10, then we have this length mod this length, which is 12, right? So 12, wait, what? Yeah, 10 mod 12 is going to be 10, so then we could just get rid of the 3, and then now I guess going backwards, this is going to be, and then it's going to be an O. Okay, but what if we want a 3, right? Well, if we want a 3, this is 10, 9, 8, 7, and then now we see a number, and this is 4 times 2. So then now it's going to be mod 4. Well, it notes that this is 8. So then, and then when it sees the 2, then it mods to, okay, so something like this maybe? How do I actually implement it? Okay, I think I see it, but wow. Have I solved it? Huh, I have solved this before. Why am I struggling today? I don't know. Some days you're just a little bit off. Okay. Right. How do I write this anyway? I guess I don't need a stack. I can just parse the string one by one. Right. If C is digit, then now the cycle is, or the it's going to be length divided by int of C. So this is the length of the previous thing, and this cannot be the end. So then now K, we mod this, right? And actually I guess we can just actually divide it and then mod, right? And else we decrement by 1, and then if K is equal to 0, we return C. And maybe assert false. Not possible, maybe. Huh, I guess it is possible. Print K, maybe. Oh, wait, this has to be here, but what happens if it is perfect? Maybe I'm off by 1. Let's see, right? So let's say okay, so this is 12. If this mod is, if K is 12, then it'll be here, but then this mod would be 0. So do we have to add 1 back on? Huh. Am I off by 1? Maybe not, I don't know. Why is it not right for the first one though? Okay, let's see what the length is. Should be, let's see, 30. Yeah, 36, right? Okay, yep. So that's right. 36 we divide by 3. Yeah, we divide by 3. So that's 12. K is 10. I mean, it doesn't work without it, so I don't know. All right. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's print everything. So, okay, right. C is to 3, mod is 10, okay, 9. D, yeah, 7, 6, right? Did I miss this? It's the 10th character in this thing, in the remaining string. Did I get something wrong? I guess so. Okay, so you want this, the 10th character here, and this is the 9th character. I think I'm doing it wrong because I thought I was counting it backwards, but obviously that's not quite the way to go. What I want is, given that this is 10, is it addition? I don't know. That seems weird though. Did I do the math? Okay. E, okay, E is going to be 11. And then D is 12. How did I get the 10th character in here? It's still the 10th character. Oh, I see. So then the length decrements, not the K. Okay. I want the Maybe. How can length be 0? Okay, so this is this number. We see a 9, and then we already messed something up. Oh wait, see a 9, let's do length. And you see a 2, you see a length of 1. Yeah, okay. And then you want the 0th character. I don't know. This is I'm being really weird on this one. Even okay, you want we do one. Okay, we move to ye, so that's 1. There's gonna be 12. That's just the last letter of this. Why am I off by 1? Maybe this. I'm not confident about it though. It just feels very yucky, even if this happens to fit this particular case. Anything else? Let's try more cases. Yep. What did I miss? Clicked on random things. What? Oh, I'm missing K. No, I mean these are. Oh, did I delete it? I guess so. Okay, so I guess this feels very yucky though. That's what I mean by like edge case earlier. I'm still not convinced the length equals 0 thing is needed. That's why I didn't do it. Okay, fine. Oops. Alright, now it looks a little bit cleaner. That's why, like, I wasn't confident about it, but still might miss something. Alright, fine. 1275 day streak. This was kind of a mess, to be honest. This is kind of tricky. I don't know. I think today I'm just having a rough day. I don't really have any excuse. But yeah, but I think the way to actually think about it is, I mean, I reversed it to string, but to be more accurate, I think this is more of I think that's the trouble that I had just because I don't know if this is going to be a humble brag, but it's just like, I think I know too much for this problem. Because I was thinking about like stuff relating to, and I kind of alluded to this with the parentheses, but basically like a sort of a recursive descent and try to think about this as a natural language with respect to a character and a digit. But and of course this is a way. Is that true? No. I was gonna say this is an FSA, but and you're just trying to figure it out. But maybe I'm wrong on that one. The finite state automata. I'm way off today, so maybe everything I say is wrong. But yeah. The idea is just kind of keep on going. I mean, I think I wrote it in a weird way, but I think the idea, the cleaner way to think about it is, as I said, is using a stack, and I think that's where I also got a little bit mixed up in my head with a sort of recursive descent, because recursive descent is it's implemented using recursion, but of course part of that recursion is an implicit stack, right? And in this case, because it's only it's about reading things off the top of the stack, if you kind of think about it that way, even though it's I think the reason why we didn't need an explicit stack is because all the operations operate an entire string versus like a subset or something like this. I was thinking about how to implement that part cleanly within the context of language acceptance, but to be frank, maybe I'm just out of shape, or maybe like I just wasn't able. I mean, I think I could have done it, but I think it was like too annoying to do. Maybe that's not a great excuse though, because what I could have done is, I mean, I could have just packed all this into like a tuple, but this is a little bit cleaner, only because we required a lot more thinking it through all the cases, and kind of the length of the remaining digits, that's a little bit tricky to do. So I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you struggle with it. Let me know if you have any questions. I always say, if you have questions, then I can actually answer it, because explain better is not a question. That's all I have for today. That's all I have for now. I'll go one quick, is that this is linear time, linear space, because, well, the way that I wrote this backwards, but you didn't need to do it like this, so then you could have done it in constant time. Depending on how you say it, because maybe you can argue that length is technically is linear space, because it always grows to the it could grow to the number of the length of s. It's just that there's an additional constraint that is 2 to the 63. But I guess if you really want to be pedantic, this is linear space as a result. Yeah, that's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. Stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see y'all later, and take care. Bye bye.